So I'm doing a planted tank update today, and I wanted to highlight this plant that you see towards the left, Hygro Wisteria. Now I got this from Jacob's Aquarium a few months ago, and it came as just a small shoot, and I really like the way it has filled out that section of the tank on the left, and it's hiding the heater and the filter tubing behind it. That together with the other plants, really fills things in nicely. There's another, you got some little Java moss growing on the rock in the middle. And I've got this other plant, I forget what it's called. I think it's cryptocorinium there in the middle, which I got years ago, and it goes through cycles where it doesn't do well, and then it'll practically take over the whole tank and fill up everything in its path. Right now it's sort of in an intermediate stage, and I have to keep pulling out the shoots around it to keep it from taking over the tank. The other thing is this plant over here. You see it, little skinny thing, partly green, partly reddish, growing up all the way to the surface. That's Rotala Vietnam Hara, or it's H''RA. And that seems to be doing okay as well. But this one over here, this Hygro Wisteria, it's really taken off. So I suspect I'm going to need to trim it back every few weeks. Otherwise, it's going to fill up the whole tank. And we can zoom in on this a little bit. And you can see in a little more detail what the leaves, individual leaves, look like. These little Serpi tetras, they're doing really well. I got 8 of them, and they're just thriving, having a good time in there. So the other thing is, I took a couple of shoots from the Hygro Wisteria and the Rotala Vietnam Atra and put them in the small 10-gallon tank, and I'll show you that. I'll bring this over here. And I'm going to have to tilt this forward a bit because now it's interesting how this one's working, because the wisteria is growing along the bottom and sending shoots off into the substrate. So we can, let's see if we can get this aimed a little better. You can see those shoots going down into the substrate, the roots. And instead of growing up, it's growing along the bottom. Same thing here, this Rotala Vietnam. There's this one shoot going around the bottom there, sending off roots into the substrate along its path. So that's the update for the planted tank. Thanks for watching.